So kids, this is a lesson as to why you don't smash the tip of your axles trying to get them out of a car.
No. Have you ever seen how hard these are in there? This is fully plausible. It's not very often I bail out and go to Bunnings and buy a solution. But yesterday I bailed out and went straight to Bunnings to buy a solution.
Was the nut on when you were smacking it?
This is from using a 3/8 half-inch extension.
The car that these axles came out of, I take it they've probably never been out of that car before?
I'm not sure actually, I figured they would have because it was one of the boys. Yeah, these were probably been out the car, I'd assume, but sat in long grass and shit, and then sat in a shed and dried out, and the rust just fucking stuck them solid, man. I think the boys that took them out even had to cut the bolts at that end.
Oh, true.
Yeah, I turned up for the last part of it, trying to get them out of the hub. And the poor buggers, you know, they only had this much room. The wall of the building was here, and that's where the car was. When I swung the hammer the first time, I almost put it through the wall.
End of the axle was looking a little bit better. Matt chucked it in. It's under there.
It just kind of fell in the hole. Ooh, is it in gear? Something's working, they both turn.
So how many track days do you reckon this axle's going to last?
Well, to be fair, the only reason it broke the axle was because it hit the ripple strip sideways and smashed a rim and everything. So the impact from the other side, tearing that arm out and jolting everything sideways, it actually snapped the bolt in the diff here as well. That's been replaced already. The main bolt that bolts through the subframe and holds the diff in place.
Yeah, so the last time that this thing went on track
Was that
was
chrome,
when
I think?
No, was that a track day not too long ago when I chucked my angle kit and stuff into the 14. Into his, yeah. Actually, I'm gonna insert a couple clips of this thing now of that track day, including one that was real gangster, but it's probably one of the ones that kind of damaged the axle. I remember he kind of went off track and just smash the limiter.
That's what it's all about though, eh? I rate that.
It looked and sounded gangster. Clean.
Dirty race car. I think that's the right one. All the people that get this wrong, especially the boys that pulled these axles out of this car. So. They're not a 10mm nut. I like a star nut.
European things.
Yeah. There we go. Perfect. Don't use a normal socket, boys. Don't work. Oh, yuck.
Wet.
Oh, it's just like, I don't even want to touch it because it'll probably just start flowing.
And it's just like a straight up bolt, hey? There's no nut.
No nut straight into the side of the diff casing.
One broken dude.
Yeah, I feel like that was a not bad CV till this morning though. I pulled the axle out of it to keep it as a spare and put it back in the hub so the wheel bearing didn't collapse.
Yeah.
But this morning last night when we drove it out, one of the bearings fell out of that, so it's as good as fuck now in my eyes.
What do you need?
Just 5 minutes. Grab us a gear though. Oh shit. Sweet.
Tight.
What's today? Tuesday?
Yeah.
There you go, Blacks. Any longer bolt to go back in there. That's been put in just to make the, it's not even on the 9 lock.
How long is that bolt?
I think I need 125s from memory, but is there a tape measure just out there somewhere? 125 would get it done, but we'll go 135 so I can double nut it. Factory, they have the bolt goes this way and threads into the diff housing, but we've drilled the diff housing out, cut the side off the top of the head of the bolt so it fits up against the diff housing and goes through that way and then nut it, because it just snaps the factory bolt. Too much horsepower. Oh, actually, by the other X on the floor there's a nut.
Sure.
Oh, bastard. Pretty sure that's it.
Good old BMW things, bolts instead of wheel studs.
Enough. I rate them or I don't rate them. Oh shit. Mean.
It's pretty tight. There's a little bit of water in there. Axle's back in this thing. I'm about to drive it around the road to go and get a wheel alignment. So yeah, this should be quite interesting, driving this thing on the street. Not every day you drive a fully forged RB26 net drift car on the street. I wonder how many looks I'm going to get. It's quite loud. That was a short trip, only around the block. The alignment guy's not too confident in driving it onto the alignment machine, so Matt's gonna... So this is what happens when you got a real tight body kit. You've got a zip tie. Alignment's all sorted. It's time to take it back home. Get a few more funny looks as we're driving this thing on the street. Might put my foot down a little bit, give you guys some decent sound clips. Oh no!
Turn everything on. Battery's gone too flat because of everything.
Should we just push it?
I will try. This brake light's been on for 40 minutes.
Yeah. What happened, Joel? Batteries. What happened, Joel? No. Fuck. Beam is back home. It's now getting the wash.
Hard to wash the car with no windows.
This thing was like filthy. Even just like kind of rinsing it, it looks like $1 million now.
Rinsing it? You prick. I'll walk around this whole thing. Let's go to order.
Ah, too busy making food. It's even getting the chamois treatment.
Hey, if you look after them, they look after you, right?
Well guys, I am going to wrap this video up here. Cheers for watching. Stay tuned for the next one because yeah, tomorrow we're going to the track and Jackson's going to be giving this thing a good thrashing, so I'll go for some ride-alongs and get some good footage. You guys have heard this thing before. It sounds like an absolute beast on track, so yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, cheers for watching. You know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you tomorrow.